Well, guys, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen this news by now. And unfortunately, it is the news that Diogo Jota and his brother have passed away in a car accident at the ages of 28 and 25, respectively. And we will go and look at some more news about FC today and stuff like that. We'll get there. But I want to start this video off today kind of talking about this and taking it in a little bit of a different angle as well here. Because first of all, anybody who's watched this video, your guys' life can change in the blink of an eye. Diogo Jota just got married 2 weeks ago. He has 3 little kids, and at the age of 28, that is now completely gone. Life appears to not make sense. It is not fair, and all that we can do is live every day like it truly could possibly be your last day. It's a Ray Charles quote. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it's live every day like it's your last, because one day you'll be right. And it truly is just an absolutely unspeakable tragedy. I mean, you never know when one day you will wake up and your life will change forever. And it just is so exceptionally sad, and it's completely not fair, right? Life is not fair, and hug somebody you love today. Just do it a couple times. Do it to anybody that's near you. Just hold on to somebody, because you just never know. One day you're gonna wake up and your life will change forever. So obviously, rest in peace. It's an unbelievable tragedy, and also his brother was there as well, who was 25. So don't forget about that as well. But I wanted to say thank you to Diogo Jota as well, because if you guys don't know, one of the biggest reasons it affects our community so much is because he was a massive FC/FIFA fan. Like, this guy has been unapologetically a gamer for so long, right? His celebrations, he's got the gaming celebration. He was in that last post we just saw, he was doing the FC celebration, right? So he's been an unapologetic gamer for his entire life, and that's been super cool, because obviously, as you guys know, he never had to do that, right? He never had to tell everybody he loves playing video games and stuff like that. And I want to thank Diogo for being an ambassador and trying to make video games cool. Because if you guys don't remember, when Diogo was first kind of showing people like he was very good at FIFA, he was actually quite heavily criticized for that, because people thought he was doing that more than training on the pitch, right? So he actually, caught some shit for this. He never cared, took it completely in stride. He did not waver. We had a new gaming celebration. We had the FC stuff. He was a borderline top 200 player for a long time. He was borderline in the pro circuit. Like, he took it in stride, didn't care, continued to play for Liverpool, just actually obviously won the Premier League and also the Nations League for Portugal. I mean, it's unbelievable when you think about it, how your life can go from the top of just the world, literally top of the world, to literally overnight, the snap of a finger, gone. And that is one of the cruelest realities of life. And that's why I just wanted to say, for one, thank you, Diogo, for being an unapologetic gamer, because he was a great ambassador for us. And then two, just hug somebody you love, right? Tell somebody you love them, call your parents. Okay, I know it's corny or whatever, but one day you're gonna wake up and you won't be able to say good morning to your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever, right? It's just it's an unspeakable shame. So we'll go. The next thing I want to talk about here with this, though, is EA made a tweet where they're gonna remove his card from packs, or all Ultimate Team items will no longer be in packs, and then his price ranges will be permanently fixed at their current value, because, as we know, this happens with the FC community. You can guess what was happening. His cards went extinct very quickly. People were making coins off of this, and this is something that has happened for years, all the way dating back to, I think it was Jota when he passed away. I remember when Junior Malanda passed away, there were scumbags out there trying to make coins off of him as well. Same thing was happening today, and honestly, this is just how it's going to be in any, you'll have a group of bad eggs in any group of people, so this will always be a thing, that people will be trying to make virtual coins off the death of a 28-year-old. Yes, that does indeed happen every single time this happens, which is just, unfortunately, 13, 14-year-olds trying to do this, and they're fucking idiots and losers, right? This is just how it's going to happen. So that's kind of the only thing I can say about this, is that this was happening. EA have fixed their price ranges permanently now, so that was their kind of way of putting a stop to the traders making coins off of a young man's death, unfortunately. And yeah, the last thing to say here is I saw some people talking about how they should give out all players like a 99 futties Jota or something like that. And while that would be awesome, I mean, that would be a super cool thing for EA to do, I don't think they'll do something like that, because I think they might worry people will view that they're taking advantage of a tragedy or something like that. So I'm not sure they'll actually do something like that. Even though if you had like a working brain and it wasn't a plump of pink inside your head, then you'd probably see that they're not taking advantage of a tragedy. But I think EA would worry that people would think they're doing that. So I think that's why you probably won't see that if I I had to guess, I hope we do, but I would guess no. But yeah, that's kind of all I think I got to say about this, and just try and think about right now how his wife is thinking, and remember that that could be you one day out of nowhere. So just hold on to it. I mean, I know I'm being over dramatic maybe, or being cheesy about it or whatever. You've probably heard it a million times, but guys, just you cannot take any day for granted, because you never know what can happen. And somehow if there's any way we can transition out of that whole thing here, I do have a 94x5 pack to open today that we will open at the end of this video. I've told you we're gonna have like more pack openings and stuff like that now to open. And really today there's like Shapeshifters Team 4 news, and that's kind of it really for almost everything. Shapeshifters Team 4, the SBCs, we already had those like confirmed yesterday. It's not looking great, right? Shapeshifters Team 4, I can't say it's looking exceptional. The exchanges do expire today with content stuff. If you want to think about some of the quick content that we've seen, Shapeshifters exchanges expire, so that might come back today and be something different. No word on that yet. Okay, let's look at some of the cards we have leaked first here. Lucio coming in just in the team in packs, and he's got Bruiser, Intercept, Long Ball, Pinged Pass, and some crazy stats here, right? It's a very, very good Lucio card here. And I feel like they made this card probably partly because they knew people would want to put that center back Evo on him, maybe. Even though a center back with Long Ball and Pinged maybe wouldn't be the best thing ever, but that might be a possibility with that Lucio card there. Moving on here, center mid Marquinhos. You got Tiki Taka, Pinged, Incisive, and Long Ball. So 4 elite passing playstyle pluses there, and some great stats all around. Stats wise, I think this team is probably the best of the ones we've seen so far. But I don't know. It's what can you really even say about Shapeshifters at this point? We think it's purposely bad to a point, so not a great sign for the promo when that might be the case. And these are the SBCs that are coming here. We saw these yesterday, but Eze there. These are the confirmed stats as well. One last time, Eze with 4 great playstyle pluses, and this Araujo here with some nice playstyle pluses and all above 90 stats there. And the last one we'll look at before we get into the full team here is Arda Güler striker card, a Tiki Taka finesse, chip shot, and technical with some nice stats there. But yeah, chip shot isn't, chip shot's not the best. I have heard some people say like they've mastered the chip shot though, and that it's really good for certain people. If that's you out there, let me know. I can't get chip to work for me. There's rarely times to use it, and then even when I do it, it doesn't end up being that great. But okay, let's open this image in the new tab here, zoom in a bit. This is the full team official stats as well, and SBCs coming. The biggest ones we've seen already was those two, so keep it in mind here as well. Striker Karchawi looks pretty damn good. Base 99 pace, quick step plus, sure, why not? Saw Reece James yesterday. We got Rio Ferdinand, who we also saw yesterday, who looks pretty insane. Jeremy Doku there, we saw her yesterday. I just said her. Saw him yesterday. Sawa is who I was thinking about. We've not seen Sawa yet. Quick step, incisive, technical, and finesse shot there on Sawa with a really nice card all around. Center back Ruben Neves. Okay, sure. Busquets as a cam is interesting. 92 pace with incisive, low driven, tiki taka, and press proven. Interesting on Busquets there. Lynn Williams cam, base 99 pace. Okay, interesting cards. Center mid Carpenter. Center back Omega is interesting. Saw Güler and Lucio. Left wing Michael Owen. Okay, 99 base pace again. Looks pretty good. Left back Murillo. Mittelstadt. Right back. And kind of just, what does it really say about the rest of these guys? I guess you have newer striker. Haven't seen many promo cards of him yet. And that's really it. Jagrova's in their left back. And center mid Eric Canton, I guess, is on the bottom down here. Is one of the better cards in the team. But that's kind of it. I mean, you already know what this is going to be. Even if this team was insane, it probably wouldn't have been that hyped up because EA are attempting to make Shapeshifters bad, it seems like. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not anything too spectacular. I think we all can agree on that right now. And coming with the Shapeshifters team as well is this next Path to Glory team. If we go and look at this, official stats and everything here on Team 2, we got Leia Williamson, Georgia Stanways there. Patrick Iharo gets a card, which is nice. Spain cards got an upgrade, by the way. Payor, who is not Spanish. Don't know why she's Spanish here. She's Polish. That's a pretty cool card. Katoto is in there as well. These cards are actually pretty undervalued on the market right now. People are just figuring out that Rolfo is live, and she's gone up a lot since she actually dropped. Hemp and Hedgerberg in there as well. Scrolling down, we've got some more cards down here if you are interested. But once again, I mean, sure, it's something. I can't say it's got everyone's hopes up here. Futties is literally our only hope. Otherwise, this game is purposely literally being sabotaged by EA, and so hopefully that's not the case. But Fut Agent also said here 4 playstyle pluses. These are just predictions here. nothing to do with an actual card coming out apparently, but we have another source saying it, so that's kind of all, though. That's with no word about any leaks or anything for them. And moving on next here to this Reddit post I thought was interesting. Should EA just change some problematic gameplay mechanics into playstyle? So Tackle Recycler Plus grants the ability to perform more tackles in a shorter amount of time. Okay, Brick Wall Plus shields the ball from opponents. I think that's mostly just Press Proven Plus. But this one here, like Sharpshooter Plus, increases accuracy and speed of regular long shots, which you have not been able to do for a long time now, right? And he says down here, you know, I've lost hope at EA making a good game. The tackle spam is still OP, although we've been crying for years to nerf the 2 tackle tax that bails opponents out of conceding. Shielding still does not work as intended. Press Proven Plus and Bruiser Plus, it still doesn't know which one to activate. Finesses and Trivella is the only way to score outside the box. If power shots are nerfed, then regular long shots are as dead as the Latin language. At this point, just give them their own play styles. And I guess it's kind of like comes down to, yeah, this comment here is LMAO play styles themselves are the problematic gameplay mechanics, and that's, I think, what I probably agree with as well. But also TQ Hype's like, I agree with you, but the play styles are not going away, so what do we do? If they're not going to go away, then maybe we just make more playstyles into stuff like this. And yeah, this, once again, once you add more and more playstyles, I think it kind of starts to show you the fundamental issue with some of them, that if they start to add more, it's only going to make the problem probably worse, because if there's 50 playstyle pluses, then there are so many different things to upgrade and think about on a card that they will not be able to do compared to other cards, that is going to make them, I don't know, it's going to make the whole upgrading system of cards a little bit different, and the power curve different. The more play styles you add on, unless they want to be more generous with giving play styles out. So I just think that, yeah, they're probably not going to change play styles ever, if I had to guess at this point. Maybe 3, 4, 5 years ahead of time they could think about it, but I think it's going to be a long while. Roles to me are more likely to be taken out than playstyles are. So is this a good idea? Maybe. It might actually be a great idea. My first thought is like, probably not, but I don't have answers actually to like what would make the playstyle system better. I don't really know. I don't know, but besides taking it away, I don't know what would literally make it better besides having it be marginal boost rather than like significant boost. But then again, what's the point in playstyles then? So don't ask me, honestly. This one, I'm out. I'm out. I got no answers for you. But let me know what you guys think, obviously, in the comments. And Spain, by the way, did get their upgrade. I think it's Salma and Puteos, I want to say, have their upgrades, or they're going to get their upgrades. But yeah, the market, I'll say one thing here. Exchanges, if they come back and they're better, that might be something interesting. But yes, other market stuff too. Undervalued for some reason have been these Path to Glory cards. It's been an easy coin so far. I would guess Team 2 is pretty similar to that when it first comes out, in like the first 6 hours or so. Probably be pretty easy coins to make on cards in there for long-term holds. But SPCs don't look great for Team 4. Don't think we'll see a best of. I think the market will be fine. Honestly, it should do okay this week. So I wouldn't worry too much about selling cards. I think the week after will be very interesting to see what happens with the futties best of, maybe, or something like that. Not really sure. The new season will be out this next Thursday, so we'll see. I think the market will do just fine, though. You don't need to probably worry about too much unless exchanges are insane, in which case, yes, you will see some selling, but I would guess they're going to release and be the exact same. Honestly, if I had to put my money on it, that's what I would put my money on. But okay, let's read your guys' comments now. And it's days like today for me where, you know, you start thinking sentimentally about all your connections, right? And how fickle everything can be. I think about that with YouTube. I think about that with all you guys, right? The fact that I have anybody watch my videos on a day-to-day basis is fucking insane to me. And I am insanely grateful for every one of you, whether you never like or comment, never at all, you just watch, that's okay. And hopefully next year can be that fun year. I'm excited to put in more content next year, and just thank you guys all for being here on a day-to-day basis. And Doc and Rum here, who's been a legend to the channel forever. I think we'll see a harder fall off in player count in 26 than we had earlier this year. He's even saying it'll be harder next year, the fall off, than we had in like the November month of this year. EA is designing the game to squeeze every penny out of us through microtransactions, and people are just getting burnt out from that. The game hardly feels worth my time and effort, let alone my money. And this is the big thing. I think EA and people who kind of have been on the game for the last couple of years sometimes forget about that we have brains and can see what they're doing when they do certain things, right? We can see, oh, they're just doing this because of this. Oh, you got rid of this or making this worse because, well, money. Once that stuff starts to add up, you know, you end up with this. So I do think you're right. That does play a big part in this. This is probably just me being, I don't know, not optimistic per se about next year, but I'm more optimistic than previous years because seeing the Madden changes, there's like hella Madden changes that people were super happy about. Whether the game will be good or not, obviously we'll see. But this game has been rumored to be the make or break game, similar to what FC is right now. It's kind of like a make or break game for EA. You would hope it would be one of the better releases we've had, right? In terms of just like new things coming, we will see. No idea if that's the case. That might just be pure copium on my end. For sure it could be. But I think that if I had to guess, we'll see the most new features we'll have ever seen in this next upcoming FIFA. So I'm hoping that next year is not like the November of this year is my point. That's what I'm hoping, but we have no idea. We got John Cosimo here. Shapeshifters used to be a small, funny promo. You can have 1 or 2 players out of position for fun. Doing this shit for 1 month makes my team feel like I am a beep manager who put players all over the place. I don't know who play where anymore, and I am pissed, says John Cosimo. Listen, I think, to be honest with you, I think any promo that goes on for a month is gonna be boring. I think they can't help that. But that is still EA's fault because you didn't have to make this promo a month long. You definitely didn't have to. I think in their head, they're thinking we're gonna drop exchanges during this promo, and that will make it better for people to have it be a month, I guess. I think that's what they were thinking there, but honestly, what it could be happening here is let's make it boring to have you thinking about next year's game. That could be happening too here. But yeah, the very strange choice to have TOTS for 6 or 7 weeks, have Shapeshifters for 4 weeks, have 2 promos over the span of 11 or 12 weeks. Not surprising, it's been pretty boring. I think that that's something that all of us could have seen coming a mile away, and I'm kind of surprised EA didn't see that coming. We got TRP who says Evos should be affordable and achievable for all because they aren't really worth doing for the most part. Almost all of them are way overpriced and don't make great cards. I think I have 1 Evo, my best team right now. My team isn't even very good. So all they're accomplishing is gatekeeping fun. Good job, good effort. I think you're right. I mean, this is where, to me, EA got themselves in a bit of a hole this year, and that's because when you have to release so many new Evos, you, over a period of time, have to make them slightly better than the previous ones. I don't think they fully understood how many Evos they would drop this year. Because when you think about this, think about their like power curve sort of plan, like very rough draft of a power curve plan for this year. There was 1 Evo released in January that has the same amount of playstyle pluses that's released in July, guys. 3 and 3. I don't care if it was just 1, right? I don't care. Don't care if it was just 1 in January and there was another one for another 2 months. I don't care. The fact that it's the same at all from January to July, to me, shows a very bad plan for a power curve. And I think that's what happened. I think, to me, they didn't realize how many Evos they'd want to do this year, or they just had a terrible plan. One of the two, right? One of those two. I think you're right, that if they are going to make them be so average like they've been doing, you can't make them pay it also. And I'm surprised people are doing them to the extent that they are with FC points, right? Because yeah, they can want to drain coins from the market by doing that, but in all reality, if they weren't selling with FC points, they wouldn't be making them paid, but they clearly are right now. And maybe next year we'll see less of them, so maybe they weren't selling to the same degree, but I worry that they're selling really, really well, and honestly, you know what you're buying, so some people are going to say that, or see that, sorry, and think, why is it a bad thing? People know what they're buying. Honestly, it is true. If a ton of people are buying the Evos with FC points, they think it's worth it. Is that really a bad thing? But for us who like kind of know better, we sit here and like, there's no way that's worth it. But I don't know, man. It's a complicated one. I think evolutions are a saving grace of this game. I think next year EA will maybe have a better plan with them. I would hope, in terms of a power curve long-term plan, but maybe they won't because they're just fucking stupid. I'm not sure. But okay, we'll end it off with our 90, it's like 92 by 4 or something like that. Ultimate Toss and Shapeshifters. Oh, sorry, 94 by 5. That was actually way better than I thought it was. 94 by 5, Ultimate Tots or Shapeshifters. I mean, what can you really get in this apart from our icons in this? Because if that's the case, then we can get pretty lucky. But Cam, Brazil, La Liga. Oh yeah, Endrick. Okay, Endrick isn't the worst ever. Your second card is going to be, that looks like Sam Kerr. Sam's. Not wrong, Sam. But okay. And we get ourselves all Shapeshifters and all absolute piss poor dog water horse shit. Okay. Guys, thank you for joining and being here today. Call your mom. Just that's what that's all I'm asking you guys to do, is just call your mother. Tell her you love her, and I love you all. So peace.